Yo, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, bringing you guys this week's Collective Kicks weekly recap. It is Saturday, the 30th of November, and wanted to show you guys this week's sneaker news. There's a lot of stuff to cover, so let's jump in. Flightposite, Year of the Horse images have been out. We've seen those, but I wanted to just kind of have a little bit of an article about the shoe because I haven't actually updated it since we knew that it's the Year of the Horse, and it also leads me to wonder what other shoes in this Year of the Horse series are we going to see? Are we going to see a Kobe 9 possibly? Are we going to see a Jordan like 2014 model or whatever it is? Are we going to see other ones, or the 29 or Jordan 29 or whatever they're going to call it? Curious to see what they're going to do with the Year of the Horse, if it's going to be a pack or whatnot. But those are the first ones out of all of them that we've seen. Also, the Jordan 6 is supposedly rumored to be releasing a maroon and sport blue colorway in 2014. I believe it's actually true. It's not 100% official yet, but I give you guys some reasons why I think it's true. One being we saw 13 different colorways of the Jordan 5s in 2013, and 2014 is the year of the 6, being the Jordan 6 came out in 1991. In 2014, that is 23 years after the original release, so it is the year of the Jordan 6. I'm expecting to see these ones. I'm expecting to see, obviously, the infrared, the white infrareds. I'm betting the black infrareds. We've heard about the carmines already, so it's not a surprise if these two colorways, which have never been retroed before, will be coming out in 2014. My fingers are crossed. My eyes are definitely set on them, and I'm curious to see what ends up happening with 2014 with the Jordan 6. The Roshe Run NM has some images out there. It is basically, look at the sole. It looks a lot sleeker. I really like this style of the Roshe Run, as well. As you can see, it has some like fused material kind of in between the toe box and the mid of the shoe. It looks like a really cool kind of reinvention of the Roshe Run. Definitely wanting to see more of those. But at first glance, it looks just like a Roshe Run, so it's worth at least noting. We saw some images of the Kobe 8 Green Glow. This is going to be December 20th release, which is interesting that they actually are dropping another Kobe 8, considering we have Kobe 9 information coming out next week. Speaking of that, we have the Kobe 1 through 7 Prelude pack that we saw a teaser image of. Now note, in the picture there's 8 shoes and it says the Kobe 1 through 7. So there's definitely some fuzzy information about this stuff. We need to hear more. Hopefully they'll announce more in the Kobe launch next week. So next week's recap will hopefully have more information for you guys. But definitely interesting. Supposedly there's going to be some metrics and numbers and whatnot in each of the shoes, kind of some like defining moment package sort of stuff like they did with the Jordans in the Kobe's, landmark parts of his career and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see that. Definitely wanted to see more. A lot of you guys probably don't even know what the Kobe 1, 2, 3, 4 models even look like, so it will be definitely good to have some of those out there for you guys to see. Wanting to see more of that for sure. Hyperposite 2014, and I corrected that typo. I apologize. I didn't refresh on the screen. But Hyperposite 2014 first look, kind of an interesting looking shoe. Looks kind of like a little bit of a Lebron with the hard lines, but looks like it has a lot of ventilation. Curious to see more of that shoe in different colorways as well. There is a Zoom Flight glove LA Laker colorway, but to me, honestly, it looks more like a Devastator colorway because of the Volt green. It looks really kind of greenish more than yellow. But regardless, Devastator is dope, dude. I mean, you can't go wrong with some Transformers. That would have been dope to put in a Transformer pack. This is something really crazy. The NBA 2K 14 and Nike has an exclusive LeBron 11 sneaker that you can end up buying. You have to have an Xbox One or PS4 to play the game. And I'm speaking, you have to have that versions to actually do this, because I know there's an NBA 2K14 on Xbox 360 and PS3. But you have to have the new consoles to do this, and then you play 60 season games, and you get an endorsement with Nike supposedly. LeBron will send you a message on the game, give you guys a code, and then you can actually buy a pair of limited LeBron 11s, which actually have not been released so we know what they look like, but they're 220 and they're limited to 2014 pairs. I definitely wouldn't be trying to do this since I do have an Xbox One, and I have a gaming channel. If you guys didn't know, it's in the description as well. But I'm definitely curious to do this. I haven't played NBA 2K much. I know it's a great game, so I'm excited. Actually, it forces me to play it. Plus, it gives me some incentive I definitely want to try to check out these sneakers, and hopefully I can get them. They don't actually come out until March, so it's definitely a long run till it ends up happening, but I want to get my code, so I'm going to be working on that pretty quick here. Nike Kobe 8, what the Kobe's get the release date finally. We've been waiting for forever. Obviously, during the week they announced that it was going to be dropping this upcoming Friday, so heads up on that. Hopefully you guys will luck out on that. Did you guys end up getting a Black Friday pickup haul or not, or any pickups in general? This is my haul from the video yesterday. It looks like a lot of people actually watched that one, which is crazy. Pretty crazy Black Friday pickups for myself, but a lot of fun and a lot of great shoes in my opinion that came out. Foamposite Pro Asteroid gets a release date December 23rd, right before Christmas. So if you guys are interested in that one, I actually am really interested in seeing them in person. I want to know how the upper feels, if it's slick or if it's textured or however it feels. The thing that draws me to that shoe the most is the sole. So that one might actually be one I'm going to be picking up. A lot of people, including myself, have not really been loving a lot of the new Foamposite releases. So those ones definitely have a lot more people's heads turned than the Weathermans did, and the thermals and the wolf gray ones that are coming out. I think those ones are turning a lot more heads. Moving on, HURLEY actually unveiled a new Fuse board short, which kind of is an interesting thing. Nike owns HURLEY, so it's reasonable why the ad is out here. But really, it's the material with this new Fuse 3 material or whatever it is. It's quite expensive, but you can imagine them being able to use that on sneakers and waterproofing some sneakers with materials. It makes me kind of scratch my head and wonder what they're going to be able to do with that in the future. I did a review on the Trainer SC2 on my channel if you guys want to see that. I did also a discussion point on the cost. Does it cost Jordan Brand $16 to make a shoe? A lot of people did not believe my viewpoint on that on the article, and that's fine. You guys are entitled to your guys' own opinions. But I do have some sources on this, and I didn't mean to click on that. I do have some sources on that give me some viable reasoning why we shouldn't believe everything we see. The Nike SB Neckface Dunk gets a release date as well. That shoe looks pretty ridiculous. Really simple colorway, but awesome design. Definitely has my attention. Written by the G Money. The Red October, I said the Yeezy 2s, let's stop the rumors already. I wrote this article because there's just so many rumors about the Red October Yeezys, or as I was calling them back in May, the Red Rum, which is like murder backwards. And I don't know, it's just an interesting article if you guys want to check that one out. But I just want to stop all the Yeezy stuff already and just show the shoe or get over it, and we'll move on. The KD6 precision timing, we get a closer look to that. That shoe looks pretty awesome. For the KD6, it's probably close to my favorite colorway of the KD6s that have surface, because it's just a really cool colorway, and I like the precision timing about that shoe as well. The Nike SB Janoski gets a Miami Dolphins colorway written from the G Money. Interesting concept. Also, there's a Nike SB Lunar One Shot that is going to be available soon, and it is a lunar version of an SB shoe. It's the first of its kind. And you think that lunar with skating, and as you kind of ollie and stuff, you thrash the side of your. I used to skateboard a little bit when I was a kid, but I was never good at it. But when you ollie, you thrash the side of the shoe. You don't think that's usually a good thing, especially with the grip tape on the deck with a lunar kind of a lighter lunar material. But supposedly these have been tried and tested. It would really be great to see a performance review on those when they end up coming out. Nike also had some images of a Roshe Run slip-on. People loved or hated those shoes. They didn't really like the tongue area of those shoes. We see some first images of a Fruity Pebble-esque or multicolor Lebron. Supposedly it's a GS. It's not really a Fruity Pebble, but you could tell from the bottom it's just a hodgepodge of colors. It kind of reminds you of when you were a kid and you take crayons and you broke them all up, or your mom took all the broken pieces, put them in the oven and melt them all together. That's what it reminds me of. So maybe we'll hear more of a story about that in the future, but it looks interesting. Definitely wanted to see more. Kanye confirms that he's signed, or Kanye, I don't know however Kim Kardashian says it, so annoying, confirms signing a deal with Adidas, as you guys know, dropped Nike. Is he going to be part of the Y3 side of things? I don't know if they've announced it anymore. Quite honestly, I'm not. It is what it is. We'll see what ends up happening. I think it's going to be a good move for Kanye, but at the same time, I mean, I guess we'll see what ends up happening. I did a recap video for meeting the designer kids last week for the Nike Dornbecker Freestyle 10 collection event. If you guys want to check that out, feel free. I also did a video on this, how to solve limited Nike Jordan release sneaker problems, possibly by doing pre-orders. I think that would be kind of a cool thing. Um, I did a article on the Friday sneakers that released this week, which has just been crazy, and I ended up picking up quite a few of them. Adidas Crazyquick Blast. Looks like there's an article out here on that if you guys want to read more of that from Ryan Bingham. And there's also a Reebok Basketball Series Part 2 from Kicks Reason. Carbon Fiber Jordan 11 from from Soul Clinics. This thing is just crazy. It looks like a carbon fiber upper. I think it is actually carbon fiber on those shoes. It looks absolutely insane. Definitely worth a look if you haven't seen that yet. Oregon Duck Foamposite 1 PE gets a first look, I guess, if you will. It kind of looks pretty crazy. I cannot believe the Beavers lost yesterday. It was such a close game. It was really, really a good game. I was really hoping we would win, but we ended up losing at the end there. The Miami Heat get a colorway of the Zoom Flight gloves as well. I actually really like that one, and also it looks really, really clean. And I think I'm rounding out the end right here. We got a first look possibly of the Jordan 1 Black History Month shoe. We've already seen the Dunk previously, so it's interesting. We're seeing this purple and black and white kind of colorway with this Black History Month this year. Last year it was kind of a gold, or not gold, it was orange and grayish colorway. So interesting. We'll see more soon on that. That was another image and some information about Kamikaze 2s. And the review of the Foamposite 1 is out there if you guys missed that. And some Shack Attack information if you guys are interested in that. An article on the 112s and the SBs, and those did drop this last weekend as well. A review of the Jordan 10 Dornbeckers from last week, as well as a Big Bang Nike ID and some Taxi Jordan 12 releasing from, which are happening in a couple weeks here. So that's the weekly recap. Hope you guys are having a good weekend, a holiday weekend at that. Gotta love that. Enjoy the family and friends and the rest of the holiday. Be safe out there if you guys are shopping around. I know it's still crazy even though it's after Black Friday. And thank you guys for watching and tuning in. We'll catch you guys next week for another weekly recap. And yeah, later guys.